boys and girls. We're getting ready to read our new story. We're actually getting a brand new reading book. And we have a new story that we're going to get to read in this reading book. And it's always exciting when you get a new book. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get your book out. And I want you to get this new reading book out. And I want you to turn to page 14 in your reading book. And I want you to follow along with me because we're going to learn some new words that are going to be in our story. And I want you to follow along. So if you would get your book out and turn to page 14, I'll give you a chance to do that. All right, when I look at this page, it says, a home in a shell. It says the next story you will read about is a crab who has grown too big for its shell. Will the crab find a new home? As I look at this, I'm thinking, I see in this picture, and if you'll look closely, that's the cover. This crab, it looks like there's a lot of shells around. I can turn the page, and I see a lot of shells around. And the title of my story is Moving Day. So I wonder, what I know about a hermit crab is usually their home is a shell. But I see this crab doesn't have a shell. So I wonder if he's looking for a new shell, moving to a new shell. We'll read and we'll find out. But before we read, I want us to turn back to page 14, where it says words to know. These are some words that are going to be in our story that you need to be able to read. So let's take a look at our first word. Everybody point to that first word, and it's right here. That word is, and some of you can probably already read it and you know it, but it's grow. And I'm going to put the word grow up here. This is our new word. To get bigger is to grow. Take a look at our next word. Go down and look at the next word. It begins with an L. I know some of you know that word. That word is light. And I have the light on in my room. That's what light can mean. Or it can mean if you're not so heavy, you might be light. Our next word is also begins with an L. And that word is, and I know some of you have already said it, but long. Long. Long is the opposite of short. If something's short, and then something can be long. All right, go to our next word, and it begins with an M. That word is more. If you have 3 pieces of candy, and your brother or sister has 1, you have more. All right, point to the next word. Some of you already know this one. Other. And I see that digraph TH in this word. Point to the digraph TH in your book in this word that we learned about earlier today. TH. Other. Now this word is the rhymes with light. It is right. If you get something correct, it is right. Or some of you may cut with your right hand or write something down with your right hand. Now this doesn't mean when you print that you write something. That right is spelled differently. All right, go to the next word. We have the word small. Small is the opposite of, you said it, big. All right, point to the next word. It begins with an R. This word is room. I am in my room here at school. You might be in your room. Oh, this one has that diagram we learned about earlier. These. And the next words are going to have our digraphs. They're going to have digraphs in them. Let's take a look at this one right here. The next word is these. See the digraph TH? We're going to practice reading digraphs. After these, we have this. There's that digraph TH. This word has a digraph in it. Our next word that we have, and I have left off that's, and I'll have to get it put up here. For some reason, I don't have my word card for that's, but everybody point to the word that's in your book. All right, our next word in your book is smooth. Oh, digraph TH, smooth. If something's smooth, it's not bumpy. Or rough is the opposite of smooth. And our last word is a question word, and it also has a digraph in it. This word is why. When you're asking questions, you use this word why a lot. And it begins with digraph WH. All right, guys, let's read these words together one time together. Grow, light, long, more, other, right, small, room, why, these. I have these twice. This, smooth. Okay? And guys, these are the words that we're going to be looking at in our book when we read our story in a few minutes. I'll see you back then.